Okay, let me check my audio, make sure I'm loud here and clear. Let me check my audio, make sure I'm loud here and clear. Alright, sorry you hear the echo in the background. But let me turn this down so I'm gonna make sure it don't pick up on the mic. Okay, good Sunday afternoon for most of you, I hope. Hope it's been going well for you. I took a little nap, so sorry I'm late for the stream. However, I figured today we will be going over a reading. Hold on one second. Okay, so I figured today we would go over a reading on Chloe and Halle. As you know, Chloe just dropped her debut studio album, her freshman album, and Halle is getting ready to come out with The Little Mermaid. I think it's next month. It drops sometime next month. So I thought we could do a little reading on them because it has been a lot of flack with Halle being the first Black Little Mermaid, and people saying, oh, she can't play the Little Mermaid. And then Chloe has been going through her own gambit of things because people don't like how she's just, I guess, expressing herself artistically, whether it's in acting, because I know a lot of people didn't like her role in Swarm, so people were kind of disappointed in that. And then people were underwhelmed about her album that just came out. I haven't really given it a good, thorough listen yet. I haven't really been able to get into it. I think it's a very experimental album, and she left off like one of her biggest hits. And mind you, I didn't really like this song. Just my personal opinion. Was oh my god, what was that? Look, I can't even remember the name of it. Have Mercy or Mercy, something like that. So yeah. So now that her album is out, I wonder what you all think of it, if you've heard it, if you followed it, or if you're gonna listen to it. I'm gonna try to give it a good thorough listen. Gotta at least do that for the girlies. So for right now, I'm gonna try to break this up in two parts, at least, a whole section for, each sister. One for Chloe, one for Halle. Excuse me. So let's get into this. We're kind of just gonna go into where Chloe is going, where she is, and where her career is going. Okay. So we got all of these in reverse. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Prince of Wands, and the Three of Disc here. And I'm going to leave them just like that. But then the Eight of Cups. I think she has been feeling very okay, I had to check the audio. I didn't want the feedback on there. But I think she has been feeling very it kind of feels like stage fright, anxious, yeah, like anxious is like the best word I can describe it right now. This is like anxiety. This is I don't feel like anything is good. I don't want to put it out. Kind of like stage fright. Like if I put this out here, I'm not gonna make people happy. And I hope she's not like a people pleaser, because she got the Eight of Cups underneath, but she doesn't come off like a people pleaser to me in a way. I do think she's afraid of failing someone. I don't know, but I think she's pulling back for whatever reason now, because with the Prince of Wands coming up in reverse and then you have the Eight of Swords, it makes me feel like she's pulling back on something now when it comes to her career, or maybe it's just her personal life, period. I don't know. I wonder why this Three of Disc is here. Like, what would be this group setting? It usually speaks to friends, so like camaraderie, sharing, gifting. Is she not feeling taken care of when it comes to like her management, or like her family or something maybe? I don't think these cards is the right cards I should use for this, because they are not coming out. Every single time I say that, then the cards we want to be like, okay, we got you. So there is some anxiety here that she's feeling. She's looking at her options. All of her Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords and the Prince of Wands, to me in tarot, they usually come out as like the most fast moving, as the most action packed princes. The Prince of Disc, of course, reads as like the most slowest moving but more cunning. Or I say analytical about his approach, even more so than the Prince of Swords. This, to me, it's like she was trying to go out here and prove herself, and now she's kind of just reneging on it. She's really pulling back for whatever reason that may be. And then look at that. I said out of all the princes, the Prince of Disc is the slowest moving one, and look at what's underneath. So yeah, she's definitely feeling like she's having to withdraw or withhold something. I think a lot of the public ridicule has gotten to her as well. So maybe she's feeling a little bit of stage fright. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, it's only natural if you kind of keep getting ridiculed that way, and so many people, you feel like you're trying your best, and so many people is like, I don't like it. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like you. And you hear it so loud and proud from the public, like that can hurt. Hello, KK. You love the album? Yeah, like I said, I have to give it a good listen. So far, when I was trying to get into it, I was like, okay, I gotta put this back on the side. I think her album is probably gonna be a slow grower for sure, but most of her other singles that she put out beforehand, I didn't really vibe with, and I could just not be the audience that it's tailored for. But yeah, let's see what next steps she's gonna take. What next steps are we gonna take? Okay, I don't know about this one. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this shuffle one more time. Oh, I thought something was gonna come out there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bust out my Light Seers. These are kind of being slow and delivering for me today. And this usually do good with like, I don't think they want to work today. Maybe I gotta cleanse them again. Oh, well, I'll shut up. Every single time I say I'm gonna put you away, you want to give me a card. So the Two of Discs. Yeah, this is a balancing act for sure. And I wonder if this is also in reference to her and her sister, because, you know, they were a duo group. They were making money, but they didn't really get big like that until the last album. And then she decided to go solo. They decided to branch off and do other things. And I don't know if that was because of someone else's advice from their label, or something she just really kind of wanted to strike out on her own and do, or, you know, vice versa. Maybe, you know, because they were getting so many offers for their solo careers, they decided to just like kind of break off, and this is kind of where she's found herself. But yeah, I think she's definitely considering some options. Ooh, is she having money troubles? Five of this. There is a lot of grief here. Let's see what's the other underlying card. Two of Swords. Yeah, she's definitely on the precipice here. And go there goes that Prince of Disc again. Um, I'm wondering if her first album sales isn't gonna do too well. Is that what's changing here? And then she also have the Hermit. Ooh, is she gonna step out of the spotlight? The Chariot, and you know she is a Cancer, and this is coming up in reverse. And you know the Chariot is usually about, especially when it comes up in reverse, it's usually about taking time and sitting back and considering your options, or kind of think of a general on the battlefield. You're kind of overlooking the expanse of kind of like what would be the best way forward. To me, this is definitely giving like she's taking a beat here. Oh, all these coins, honey. She does not feel celebrated at all. Yeah, I wonder if she's gonna try to go more into acting, because even with that three of wands underneath there for the underlying energies, it just kept coming. Um, she's really in a bind. Like she's really in her head about things now, and that is not good when you're trying to go through a creative process, especially when you're trying to promote an album, let alone when you're trying to promote an album. I gotta pull out the tea leaves. We gotta pull out the tea leaves. We gotta get more into this. Okay, one second. I gotta. Let's see. Let's get some clarity. What is the choices she is hung up on? What is the choices? Okay, that kind of really wanted to roll out of there, didn't it? Let's see, what's this one? You will reap what you have sown. Temptation, intuition makes beneficial changes. I think she got led astray by somebody. I know a lot of people, allegedly, I know a lot of people want to say it's Beyonce because I don't know if anybody else heard it. I know I was watching, what was that? What's her name? T Ash Miracle, and she was saying, I remember her saying something about um, Beyonce told her to put out For the Night, I think it was, over something else. I may be remembering that incorrectly, but I know some people are gonna say it's Beyonce, and I don't want. I'm just not gonna put that out there because I don't know for sure. But I think, yeah, she didn't follow her first mind about something, and now I think she's feel like she's being punished for it. I don't know, or like maybe it's a choice she decided to go against that a mentor or somebody told her, and now she feels like she's reaping like all this bad karma, like she's getting all this bad stuff. I know a lot of people really do like cheat bag. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really listen to Cheebeck. Again, like I said, I had to kind of really give it an honest listen because like the first three songs on the album, I started listening to the first one, then I said, okay, it's not really my thing, and then I started listening to the second one, and it kind of seemed like it was very along the same vein of the first one, like it was a experimental beat. Again, some of her lyrics, I don't know. It's like some of her lyrics clash with, if this makes sense, it seems like the lyrics that she has for her songs clash with her voice. Like she has such an angelic voice. Like I love her voice. Like her and her sister could sing down mountains if you ask me. But the lyrics that she wrote for these songs didn't seem to match her musical talent. It just seemed like a waste of her voice. It was yeah. But that's my hang up. That's my personal hang up. Okay. She's trying to reconcile with someone. Okay, so I was thinking about the three of this when I was like, because I still wanted clarity on who this three of this was. It's someone she's trying to reconcile with. Now, when you see this, it doesn't mean that she's pregnant, everyone, okay? But it could be exactly what this card says, a birth or a conception of a child or enterprise. So I wonder if she's going to get more into production because I know she's a very good producer. I know a lot of people, that was one of the big praises for this album. Like, production wise, it was really good, really experimental, something different. Like, she's really good at that. So I wonder if this led her into another thing of like where now she's realizing maybe she doesn't want to be in the spotlight so much, but maybe, kind of more so behind scenes and helping other artists kind of reduce their music. So, what is it? Phonetically, whatever. So maybe she's realizing that portion of things she really likes now that she's kind of done this whole process of doing her own album. And let's see here what she's in her head about. I know this is here. Yeah, it definitely is some awareness. What is she in her head about? Oh, did she feel like this was a loss? Did she feel like this was a wash? Oh, she got the reef sorrow over a loss. Or this could just be going back to whoever this person she feels like she needs to reconcile with. I don't know if I think she did mention something about somebody who made her feel unworthy in the midst of her producing this album, that they said something about not liking something she had. Maybe she fell out with that person, who knows. um yeah, I think we're gonna see some changes from her for sure. I don't know. I think maybe she will go back to the group with her sister and kind of just focus on that, but I think she may get more into production, I feel. Okay, let me knock some of this old energy off of these cards. Let's see here. Oh, I felt like that House of Two wanted to come out. Um, what is it with all the spiritual this is coming up now? Like the spiritual journey. She got the ninth house seeking. Yeah. The fact that she got Sagittarius and ninth house together, because Sagittarians love to travel. The fact that she got these two together, but Sagittarius, that 12th house kind of energy as well, is always about like seeing beyond, going beyond what you kind of see there. It's also something that's more spiritual or religious. So I don't think she's gonna get into gospel music, right? Or is she just gonna kind of get more experimental with her sound? I mean, she does have a voice for gospel music. I know she is doing this whole. She's doing something like, I forget the name of this movie. It's supposed to be coming out. I think it's supposed to be coming out sometime this month, actually. Where it's like a rip off of a. Oh my god. Not sing, but okay, I am so blanking on it right now, and I see the girl's face in my mind. But it was like the girl a cappella group, and they went through all the whole contest. I think they did like three movies. I just remember the main actress played in Twilight. So yeah, I'm seeing her face so vividly, and I can't even think of her name or the freaking movie that she's in where she was like doing all the singing. Because I think um Diplo. That's not Diplo. The girl who did Drop It Low, girl, she was in there too. She was in the movie too. Okay, please tell me this is not about. Is this about? Okay, allegedly, is this about Gunna? Is that the person she's trying to reconcile with? Is that what she's feeling lost about? Is that what she's trying to have a change of mind about? Was he her inspiration for this? Chloe, girl. But I wonder if it could, instead of it just being like a romantic partnership, it could be that she is just kind of fallen out of love with her career, which she always liked, with writing, with creating music. It could be self love. Maybe she's not loving herself enough right now. She's having a lot of self doubt and maybe disparaging thoughts about herself. Like maybe you aren't good enough, or maybe you thought you was all that and you're not. So it don't have to do with Gunner, but it's definitely some there's a private relationship or something on the back end that we're not seeing that's kind of like influencing her creative process as well. Okay. So we see where Chloe is mentally. She's definitely feeling stagnant, feeling doubtful. I think second guessing her self worth, of whether she's good enough. There's some misalignment going on here with her and everything with where she is in her career. Um, I think it's a typical thing for somebody who's like fresh, newly coming out, even though this isn't her first rodeo or whatever. But it's probably a totally different thing when you're putting out a whole album, producing it, writing it, you know, all of that, all on your own, and you're putting it out here for the whole world to see. And you're steady being kind of like torn down by the people who just earlier was giving you all these big ups about your album. At least like the last one she did with her sister. So I can understand where she's kind of feeling discontent with her career and the music industry probably right now as a whole. Like, screw all of this. But let's see here. We're going to get into Halle and see kind of like what headspace she is in. Feel Me Cry. Now I'm going to have to go back and listen to that one, KK. I'm going to have to give my own little insight and interpretation of what I think. For sure. I mean, again, she is a Cancer. Cancers usually don't do well by themselves. They love love. They love relationships. So it makes total absolute sense. As I like to say. Total absolutes. Okay. Okay, let's get into this. We're getting into Halle's energy here. Yeah, I need that ball of tension that was in my stomach to dissipate, because that was just all, let me get this Florida water real quick, because that was all Chloe, just ball of tension. I feel like there's definitely a lot of masking going on with her too. I think most celebs do it, but yeah. But let's clear that out of here. We're going to get into Halle's energy here. So where's Halle right now? And her energies was... Ooh, that almost kind of wants to come out. Okay. Where her sister is not the Knight of Swords, Halle is. Okay, do these want to come up? I'm just going to note these because these were sticking up. She has the Moon in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the World upright, but they didn't fall out, so I'm not going to actually count them, but I do want to note that. Haley, girl, why you got all these swords? I don't know if you've seen it before it flew off screen, but she also had the King of Swords. I'm gonna pick it up in a minute. Trying to get my third card here. She's not looking at the consequences of something. Oop. Are they having family problems? Because where Chloe had the Three of Discs, she's getting the Ten of Pentacles. And that just makes me think of, is there a rift in the family and the siblings or something maybe that we're not seeing? I hope it's not between them two. That would suck. Is that why they decided to take a beat? She did also, well, I'm not gonna sit that, but it was because it came out crossed like this, so I don't know if it's like with the King of Swords like that. Did y'all see that the Lovers came out in reverse? Child, I hope this. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Allegedly, is somebody relationship getting in the way of the group? Okay, you know what, KK, you on it today. Because I was definitely about to say, is this about DDG? I think is it causing an entire, ooh, hold on, wait. Yeah, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is dad all day. That's dad energy. Up, and then you have the Ace of Cups. I don't know how long ago she started dating DDG, but I don't think, did they start dating like soon after they announced that they were breaking up to do their, well, not breaking up, but taking a break to kind of pursue their own solo endeavors? Because, ooh, that would suck. Hold on, wait. I should have did this before I started changing cards. Oop, and then look at that. The Magician underneath. In reverse at that. Wait, what's the other line card? Underline card. Oh yeah, there's some underhanded squabbling going on here. Somebody feeling like they know better. Oh yeah. Now again, the Empress don't always mean somebody's gonna come up pregnant. I hope Holly don't come up pregnant. That is gonna be horrible. But again, this could be a birth or a conception of a new enterprise, or some belief or a new thought that's coming up here as well. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Why is this Lovers in reverse here for Holly? Why would that be coming up for her? We'll be playing a different role. If this ain't about her relationship with DDG, I don't know what is. Child is okay. Allegedly, I'm gonna say this is Ruby Rose. You will be playing a different role. Maybe in this relationship, she is seeing herself as, or she's seeing herself as one thing, but he sees her as another. Maybe she's in it for love and he's in it for business. A period of ill health and depression, they could be speaking to like an upcoming breakup. Again, I hate to say it, but R&B artists, when they heart get broke, them is some of the best albums to listen to. I'm sorry. So maybe this will lead to some creative endeavor as well. So I hope that happens. But then also the other cards that fell out, they kind of just they fell under like this. But the first card that was on top was family sorrow. So I don't know if it's something coming up with her family that's going to change some things. Um, oh, we have a date here. We have a month, September. So I don't know if things is going to change in September with her relationship with DDG, or if it's going to be something, allegedly something may change with her family, or we may, the public may become more privy to some of the things that's been kind of going on behind the scenes that they haven't wanted people to know. The Ram, and the Ram also speaks to Aries. Halle is a Aries. I think her birthday recently passed. A stubborn and aggressive person, but she doesn't come off stubborn and aggressive to me. She comes out like a sweetheart. So maybe she's secretly aggressive. We don't know. But then she also has good luck. So interesting. Yeah, I think they're gonna end up breaking up because look at what the underlying card was: a heartbreak over what you no longer have. Someone is behaving stupidly. Trouble and accusations, frying pan, and we've already kind of seen that already, where the whole thing blew up about him allegedly still messing around with was her name Ruby Rose? I think I got it right. So yeah, this reads like it's her relationship is influencing a lot of things here, and it could be that the whole family are kind of like going in about it because she's probably like the sweetheart, the baby. I don't know if she's the youngest one. I think they had a brother that's younger than them. I'm not sure. But she's like the sweetheart, the baby. She's probably the one that everybody feels they have to shelter and protect. And to see her, it's hard to when you see your siblings in like, a toxic relationship and there's nothing you can do about it because they're head over heels, and you're trying to maneuver this whole landscape of like still protecting them without being a cause for them being hurt, even though you already know who's gonna cause a hurt in the first place. So yeah, I think she is being stone cold and not listening about something. I don't think she's seeing the bigger picture. Or this King of Swords, along with the Emperor, could be speaking to their dad, not liking it. And I wonder if this is also another reason why her and Chloe probably aren't as close or started to work on separate things. I hope that's not the case, but that's kind of like what I'm getting. That's what I'm reading out of the situation, that this relationship has started to bleed over into business matters. Um, let's see what other insight I can get here. Okay, so we got two cards here. I'm sorry, I need to stop laughing. This is what came out. You have Mercury, which deals with communication in reverse, and then you have the eighth house, intimacy. So the Mercury communication reads analysis, words, thoughts, trades, ideas, perception, curiosity, narrative, muse, wonder. Two things is definitely pointing out here: the muse and perception. A lot of times, artists take things from their real life that is going to help. That helps their creative process when they make music. Maybe she's gonna go to Mary J. Blige route, or so many of them. Keisha Cole, who else done it? Beyonce has done it. I'm gonna take the hurt and the bullcrap that happened with this relationship, and I'm gonna put it in an album. And I think allegedly there were rumors that Halle was looking to put out her own solo album now that her sister is done with her project. And I hate this. I don't want to like make it seem like I'm putting sisters against each other, because I don't like to say that. See that, but I definitely think Halle's solo album is probably going to go much better because people are going to be there for the tea. People love the drama. I mean, if that's the direction she's going, but I don't know if she's going to have to be careful with that with this whole Disney contract. Yep, and then she got Pisces. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, yep, oceanic, self-pitying, illogical, yeah. And those are like all the emotions you get when you're in a relationship. You be like, I don't care if they doing me wrong. I love that man. I I don't know if I would want Chloe to drop another album so soon on the heels of this one, because I don't know. Unless she's doing some kind of redemption arc, because again, like I said, I'm just gonna have to go back and listen to that album, because for me it wasn't hitting, and I know I wasn't the only one who was saying that. Like, sonetically, the album, a lot of people saying, oh, it was very experimental. It's nice, and I don't have the most musical of ear. I just know what sounds nice to me. But when I was first listening to it, I was like, oh God. And then the few songs that I probably did like, that I kind of like had to go back and listen to, they were so freaking short. They were like 2 minutes. That's not good. I'm just getting into it at 2 minutes. They were so short. I don't know. But yeah, going back to the reading, yeah, it seems like Holly's relationship is influencing a lot of things when it comes to her career, her relationship with her sister, her relationship with her family, and I think it's just bleeding over into everything else. And that could be good on a sense, again, if this album that she's talking about putting out after the Little Mermaid, all the, and you know, her and her sister have voices of angels. I can listen to them all the time, but I definitely hope she has more sustenance to her lyrics than Chloe had with hers, because so far the sustenance was missing. But yeah, let's see about them possibly doing another joint album. Oop, I forgot the Lovers was under there. All that for the Lovers. Ciao. Knock some of this off here. Let me check this audio real quick. Seems to be doing okay. Just let me know if it gets too loud or anything. I think we may be getting another album with them. Look, remember all these cards was coming out reverse earlier? Now all of this came out. Is it all on the screen? Okay, cool. So, bridging this up, I think we are going to get another joint album from them. I think people seeing, I won't say people, but I think the people, yeah, the people at their label, their managers or whatever, seeing how much money they were getting out of them when they did their joint album, I think they broke them up way too soon. I don't know if they were trying to do this for some money reasons, and they probably seen this going a different way, but I think they've seen that they're stronger and better off together. I think it helps with their creative process, because look at this, you have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. I think it's just, and you have the Page of Cups. Like, that's just dreamy. This is like what you would expect to see when you're doing our artistic collaboration here. Like, this reads very good. This reads you know, very fortuitous. So I think the label may have seen that they may have split them up too early. I think they did this way too early. They were just really getting on and popping before they tried to break them up, thinking they should do something else. It was like they was operating off of old analytics or something. I don't know. I think they are going to end up bringing them back together. There is a lot of synergy with the sisters. I think a lot of people want them to kind of get back together and do another production. So I think that is very much in the future. And then also look at the underlying energy here. This could be a birth or conception of a new album, a creation, you know, a song or whatever. Maybe they'll kind of like put something out soon of just like them to doing something fun. It may go on a YouTube channel or something, and people are going to just be drawn to it. So I don't think we're going to have to wait too long for them to kind of realize and come back to this. I would say, again, give it within a year. I think you can kind of see them. If it's not going to be on Haley's album, it'll probably be something where they do like a one-off kind of song in the future, for sure. I don't think yep. And the Six of Cups in reverse is coming up again. This was just on the last one. Nine of Wands, King of Wands, but there is still a grieving process here. I feel like this is Chloe all day. I'm trying to ignore the bull crap. And then Three of Cups for the underlying energies. Now, why you fall out like that? Okay, so we have cracked cup, dissatisfaction, taken care of in difficult times, a journey, whether physical or mental, deep friendship with someone. I think that's just speaking to the relationship that they have in a vacation. Maybe they needed a break from each other. Maybe that can happen. You are siblings. That's only natural. Yep, and then here we go again. New creative ideas, fresh starts. And then you have funnel, period frustrations, lessons to be learned. So I think if it wasn't the relationship that was bleeding over and making them stop, I think they were probably getting frustrated because they thought they should have been further along in their careers or having more stardom. Because they had what was that last album they did? God's, ooh, I don't know. Let me look that up. You're gonna hear my loud keyboard. Hold on. Ungodly Hour. Yes, I knew it was something with a God in there. So yes, Ungodly Hour. I think that was what their fourth album that they put out. So at the time. So yeah, but that was probably like their biggest one to date for sure. Because the rest of this is not doing too well. Let's see what other clarifying facts we're gonna get here. I guess I should pull a card on whether or not the Little Mermaid is going to do well. I think it is, but you never know. Okay, now that was just way too many cards now. Come on. Can I get 3? At the most here. Yes, I see you. Okay, these 2. Yep, expansion. And then you have the sun, which is essence, energy, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, distinction, egos. Ooh. Individuality. So did they want to set themselves apart? Because did they feel like people weren't seeing them as individuals? And here come that father again. Their father allegedly isn't like I'm thinking of like Michael Jackson's dad. He's not like forcing them to be something. I hope they don't have a controlling father like that. Jupiter can kind of speak to that fatherly energy as well. Their father comes up a lot in here. Their mother is still alive, right? And there's still this thing of them. Because we got this for Chloe earlier, but something about a change, a pilgrimage, a move. Um, they're not gonna change labels or something, are they? Are they gonna move cities? Is it in a an unhappy home life going on? They're putting on a fake front there. That's interesting. Maybe this need to be about their family. Maybe I need to do a reading on that one because this kind of come up a lot here. Their father. Okay, are y'all gonna act right? Can I use y'all again? I think y'all would be okay. Just, I need to use y'all again. See what I get. We're asking about Chloe and Halle Bailey's family here. So, okay, this is what we got. We got the Ten of Swords. The Ace of this was last, and the Ten of this. Didn't they get the Ten of this last time? We got that for Halle, right? For the Ten of this. It's steady coming up in reverse. I hope their family isn't using them as like a cash cow, or like it's on some Kardashian stuff. Like, allegedly, like Chloe and Haley is being used as like the um who's like the big popular ones, the Kim and Kylie in the group, right? I hope it's not something like that. And the Six of Cups has come up a lot too. I think this is something. Mm, it must be true because it's also a Six of Cups here. Of like, I feel like they are missing the days probably before they were famous, or maybe before they had to put all this work in, or before people see them as like idols or celebrity, or as a source of some kind of income. Um, it feels like some, what they call it, it feels like the word I could come up with right now, like some resistance, some distaste around them becoming celebrities, and with their whole family and everything. You also have the Four of Swords, so yeah, just kind of like feeling tethered and back around. Why is this steady coming up? I hope they family not going through money troubles. Wheel of Fortune, come on, and there go Daddy again. Come on now, y'all. Feeling defensive, not feeling like they're able to fight back. Oh, I could keep pulling. It's just going. It's just steady going, wanting to be independent, looking for some outside source. I think this may have something to do with their mother, with this Queen of Wands here. And you have the Emperor, the Five of Discs, that speaks to grief, unhappiness. It could also speak to, bankruptcy or things like that in the future. Here go that hard, tough decision again, feeling like they're probably between a rock and a hard place. I don't know if maybe they feel like they have to stay in it because of their mom, maybe. Look, and then you have the Empress in reverse. I could just keep pulling on and on from the bottom of this deck, and I'm gonna get everything. Let me stop. Let's get some clarity here. They got wishbone. Wish will not be broken. I mean, granted, sorry. I was looking at the broken bone. So, allegedly, it seems like there's some home life matters going on here with them. Situations in a balance that require careful handling. Didn't I say I feel like they probably feel like they are in this or having to go through this, withstand the animosity and things like that because of something probably like their mom. Or maybe they feel like they got to stick it out for something for their dad. For all we know, it could be he has a health situation that they haven't, disclosed, which they don't have to. Keep that private. And it has worn on them. And again, an underlying card is that reconciliation again. I'm just going to keep that out there. Do they have an estranged relationship with their parents? Take care or there will be loss of material wealth. That sums up a lot of why they keep getting the disc too. Is somebody living above their means? And then look at these cards that's coming up underneath, okay? So announcement, and then you have danger, especially in money matters. Somebody isn't going through a bankruptcy or something important such as a new job or raise, and then the gavel, involvement with the law. This usually makes me think of divorces though. When I see the gavel, it doesn't make me think of just like legal matters dealing with maybe somebody isn't giving them the money that they need, or somebody being blackmailed or something like this. This made me think of like a divorce. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Child. Yeah, if this is about their dad, he's giving me allegedly like Michael Jackson's abusive father kind of like energy. Like, you're not done till I say you done. And then Let's see here. I feel like one flipped over now. Yep. Yes, it did. Anything else? Okay. So what flipped over is allowing, encourages, sees a potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensate. Here we go with this money again. Intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. But this came up in reverse. I do have to note that this came up in reverse. So I think there is something that they're allowing or they're not being shown or seen, and that's with their finances. And again, I don't know if this is like their dad has their purse strings, because they're both grown women. I don't think they're in some kind of like guardianship thing like with like Brittany or Amanda Bynes or anything like that was in. So I mean, they're grown. Intimacy comes up again at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, what is this here? Leo, the lovers. Some just makes me think this is something about their mom, though. Leos could read as their father again coming up. Excuse me, I had a piece of string on my lip. Oh wow, I did not know all of that. Whew, okay. So, what I read here was that allegedly their dad was charged for cruelty to children and he abused their mom, if that's true. This is why a lot of this is starting to be coming up here. Allegedly, I think there may be some truth to that, whether it was one night or not, where, people will call. But Leo, again, going back, Leo could also read his father energy again, that deals with the sun, that deals with strength, that could, deal to the prowess as well. It also deals with ego, so I don't know if he's got like his ego in this situation or something, or if it's just an abusive relationship with that. This could also be another reason why maybe allegedly, I will just say this, that would be, I could understand why that would probably be a cause of concern for Chloe and their other sister. I forget their older sister, because I know they have an older sister, because she recently spoke out about the whole DDG cheating allegations and stuff like that with speaking out against Ruby Rose. But I wonder if this is also a thing of just kind of like that's probably why they're very concerned about her relationship with DDG, because maybe he is like another example of their father, and they're like, you see what our mom is going through, and you're deciding to still date somebody that is like the other side of the coin, like a younger version of our father, and you're deciding to get into that. But sorry, I hit the mic. But when you're exposed to something for so long, it becomes normal to you. Date, a lot of girls date their fathers. Like, that's just, unfortunately, in this case, allegedly, if it's all true, that's just the way of matters. That's just the way things go. A lot of girls date their fathers, and a lot of boys date their mothers. Sigmund Freud said it, not me. Don't shoot me. Oedipus complex comes up for a reason. First house, self, physical body, outlook, self-image. Yeah, I think they're trying to probably keep some things together because of self-images. Their self-image. I know there was allegations that apparently Chloe, well, I think Chloe admitted it herself that her parents didn't like, or they were estranged from her because of a lot of the things she was doing with, not exploiting her body, but just kind of like celebrating it. Like, what young girl, especially with a body like hers, isn't out here like, I'm gonna wear poom poom shorts and I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna love myself and I'm gonna do this and do that. And it's probably another thing of like, if she's not under her father's thumb and she's actually able out here to express herself, because this is kind of giving like church kid, PK kid energy. Preacher's Kid, for people who don't know. This is kind of reads Chloe's energy, sorry, kind of reads like a PK kid. I don't know if their father is a pastor, but it just kind of reads like a PK kid. Like, now I'm out here, I can be free, I'm out here to do my own. I never got to do this or experience this, and I've seen everybody else do it, and now I want to do it. And I think maybe now she's kind of like, well, maybe they was right. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. It kind of reads like that to me. And then again, I was just talking about 12th house earlier, right? That's the underlying energy. Subconscious mind. There's a lot of, it's a karma keeps coming up for them too. Because I don't know if you see karma in there. But karma keeps coming up for them too. There is a lot of baggage. Read that. I need to highlight that for them. There is a lot of baggage here, guilt, prayer, development. This is getting all into the religion. Religion isn't being used against them because, look, people in the South, allegedly. It's not even allegedly. I can say this as I have people from the South too. Bible thumpers. A lot of them are Bible thumpers. And I wonder if a lot of times I wonder if they're being kind of like, if somebody's abusing their religious beliefs to kind of control them. I'm just going to say that, allegedly. I'm just wondering. Asking for the masses. 12th house, 11th house in reverse, and then you have Mars. And then here goes, I hit the mic again. Sorry, hope that didn't hurt your ears. And then Pisces again. Yeah, I don't think it's looking good for them on the family front, for sure. I think they're gonna, maybe in September, because it wasn't that September we got earlier, or November, we got something maybe coming out about them, and it may be about their family struggles. Not so much kind of like their career. I think it's going to be personal things. It's probably going to end up coming out or being leaked. And it may not even be from them. It may be, again, for somebody else in their family. Or it could be something of, I hope not, something in the home happens and somebody get a hold of public records. Because, all that kind of goes into public record. Yeah. So I wonder if that's going to be the case there. And lastly, I'm going to ask you one more time to act right, because you was embarrassing me earlier. Yes, I talk to my cards. Okay, yes, I do. And let's end on a high note, because hopefully this ends on a high note here. Just kind of like, where is The Little Mermaid? How is it going to do in the box office? Let's see if I can get anything on that. Nah, I didn't say a book. Now this is coming up again. I think there's going to be some skewed views on this. I think it's it already is very polarizing. Whoop-de-doo. That's not really me giving you anything new there. This 10 of this, if it shouldn't just showed up this entire reading. I don't know what to say about that. This has showed up the entire reading. So, is it going to start off slow? Because see, here we have the 10 of Swords. And this could also go back into a 1 as well. Because, it's like the ending of a cycle. This 4 disc. Now, this could be read one of two ways. It could be a thing of like people... Like a external factor is going to happen here because people are just kind of trying to hold on to their money now because of the economic downturn that we're going through. Or it could just be a thing of kind of like maybe they didn't spend enough on the marketing. I don't know. Or maybe people not want to give their money to Disney because they're doing all these freaking live remakes. That's kind of like how I'm picking up on that one. Okay, my phone vibrated, sorry. So, let's see here. A 4 of Swords. Why is that here? It's not gonna be some red carpet stuff going on, is it? Ooh, look at this. Queen of Swords. For one to be a fire sign and one to be a water sign, it's a lot of earth and air cards that I'm getting for them for sure. Okay, this is a lot. I kind of flipped over in my hand. Did another one flip over in this deck? Yeah. Okay, let's put that book to the side. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? No. Okay. Make sure. So, Princess of Cups. 3 of Discs comes up again. Justice. The Hanged Man. And then the 6 of Swords in reverse. So this kind of makes me think like the critic reviews are gonna be this is gonna sound so freaking stupid. I don't have a big vocabulary. It seems like the critiques of this movie is going to be critical on whether or not it does well. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing like, you remember when Cats came out and everyone was like, oh, the CG was horrible, and it bombed at the box office. Like, that's kind of like the example that's coming to mind for me. And I don't know if the reviews are going to be good or bad here, because I think it's because it's such a polarizing movie. I think people are just going to go to whatever critic that they feel is on their team, so to speak. Whether it's, we're team Black Little Mermaid or we're team original White Mermaid cartoon. I don't know what the discourse is around that. But, yeah. And I think people are just going to do, like, self-confirmation bias on this and just be like, whether, self-confirmation on this and just be like, okay, well, they confirmed everything I needed to know and I'm not going to go watch it. Or, they did confirm that it's going to be good and I'll go watch it. I think whoever's going to watch it is going to watch it. I don't think it's moving the needle on anything. And you may have some people who, the crazies, I don't know why you do this. You buy a ticket just to kind of go there and mess up the experience for everybody else, but you still pay for a ticket. So, excuse me. Yeah, to me, it just really feels like the what's the Rotten Tomatoes on it gonna be? And I think this was gonna, or would people who's already reviewed the movie, who's, what they call them, I forget, the movie critics, for the lack of a better word that I have right now, because I don't have a vocabulary, just kind of like, people are gonna follow the ones they want to follow and go from there. So this isn't really giving me a clear idea on who or what is going to happen with the movie. I know I'm going to go support it, but yeah. Let's see if the tea leaves will give me some insights. Not the casket came up, honey. Stepping into a new experience. Dealing knots, unsuccessful plans. Yeah, that makes me think of the whole marketing strategy for this. Okay, maybe not the tea leaves. Let's do this one. Yep, what'd I say? Perception. I don't think we're gonna, well, at least I can't tell you. I don't think we're gonna know how this is really gonna do until it's out, until people just kind of, the numbers come in, because Yeah, see, discussions, perception, discussions, social media excursions, dating, siblings, research, street life, circulation, sociability. This is like all social media, all um, self perception. I think it's gonna just really be based on how much are they marketing this, who is marketing this, because again, if people find somebody that they think is going to confirm all of their biases about the movie, they're going to just go with their word and not, go explore on their own. Unfortunately, that's the times we live in. People are very, the polarity is at an extreme high. So I don't think we're gonna know exactly how it's gonna do at the box office. I think it's gonna be on a swing. I think if anything, if I was to take like the from the first initial cards that we pull, I think it's either just it's gonna get enough money as to make back on the budget that they did to produce this movie, or it's going to start off slow and then it's going to kick up. Hopefully, it doesn't do like a Avatar, because I don't even. Last time I heard, I think Avatar didn't even make the money back on what was spent to make it. So I think she'll at least make the money back on what they spent to make the movie. But whether it's gonna, blow out the box office, no, I don't think it's gonna be anything spectacular like that. I will be happy to be wrong on that though. So yeah, I think it's gonna just bring up all that discourse again from when people first found out a black woman, Holly, was playing the Little Mermaid. So that's all I have on that. um, yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything else from it. That's what I said. The Hopefully their home life isn't as bad as what I'm picking up in this deck reading, this card reading, this tarot reading. Hopefully it gets better for them. I really do, for all of them involved. Their siblings, Chloe and Holly included. You know, but we'll see. I'm gonna be waiting to see what September brings, because that was kind of like the deadline that came up here. So yeah, wishing them luck on their careers. I think there is going to be a change when it comes to Chloe, whether it's the genre that she's going to get into, or whether she's going to do more behind the scenes kind of thing and focus on producing beats or whatnot, or getting back with her sister and collaborating on their next studio album, which should be their fifth one, right? So be happy to see that happen. Haley, girl, your relationship a mess, allegedly, and I hope that gets worked out. Yeah, I don't know what else to offer on that one. Hope your relationship gets worked out, whether it's for the good or the bad of it. So yeah, with that, thank you all for joining me for this reading. There was something I missed out on, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think about this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I will see you all Wednesday. I will be doing a reading on Tamar and Candy and their whole fiasco. I may even go into the whole beef between Escape and the sisters. Who is that? Latasha and I forget the other sister's name, but kind of like her allegedly stealing her sister's checks and all of that. So I'll be doing a tarot reading on that. I'll be going live about 7 o'clock, about the same time I usually do on Wednesday, and we'll see what we get into. Other than that, thank you all for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe, share, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.